welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm in West Bromwich, and what I thought to do today is take you along the High Street here in West Brom on a Saturday night to see what sort of nightlife there is here in this town these days. Yeah, I remember back in the day there used to be quite a lot going on. We used to have lots of pubs and cinemas, you know, restaurants, all that sort of thing that used to be going on down the High Street back in the day. But now I'm not so sure now. I haven't been down the High Street at night time for years, so I think it's about time I had a look. Alright, so where I'm going to start tonight is he's just here by the Farley Fountain and the clock, and I'm going to make my way down along the mid parts of the High Street here, which is known as Princess Parade and Duchess Parade, and then I'll be going along the lower part of the High Street and down into Carter's Green. And the whole idea really is just to see what sort of nightlife there is here in West Bromwich High Street on a Saturday night. Where I'm standing at the moment, that's the upper part of the High Street ahead of me, all up there, but it's sort of all cut off up there now. I think there's a couple of pubs that might be doing okay, but I'm not intending to go up there. We've got Bull Street ahead of me here, and if I just look down here, this is part of the West Bromwich Ringway that leads onto Spon Lane, and so let's walk down the High Street then, here in Dartmouth Square. Some people have told me, I think I remember this, there used to be a downstairs toilet here, round about here somewhere. It's been gone a long time now, but I think I remember it. The place down there is a gym now, but it used to be Netto and Safeway. It used to be one or two supermarkets. It's a gym, so there's a lot of activity going on in there. Here's the Farley Fountain just here, next to what we used to be called Bright House, but I think it's something else now. But this part of the High Street now, they changed the names at this part, two halves, to Princess Parade, which is where I am now, and Duchess Parade further on as you go past the entrances of the shopping centres, just to give it that bit of upmarket feel. But goodness me, I've been up in the daytime and it ain't no upmarket feel at all. You see all these shops here ahead of me, all shuttered. Now can you imagine all this area being restaurants, micropubs, you know, cafes, and all this bit here, all this rubbish in seating areas, and proper seating area, and regularly patrolled in the evenings by the police, if you like. I never see any police walking up and down here anyway. So to keep everyone safe because all this area could really be a hive of entertainment, couldn't it? You could have jazz clubs. I don't know, it's just an idea, but when you look at this area now, I mean, that used to be where Marks and Spencer's is, and I think behind there they're going to be doing some kind of garden area, and probably where the multi-storey car park once was, that's now demolished. I think that could be some residential apartments they're going to do, but yeah, all along here it's dead really, and it doesn't look too good at night either, does it, along here? Yeah, there's everything shuttered, and it's dark. And I think if I was to come along here much later, I mean, we're talking around about 9 o'clock or something like that now. We're talking about 9 o'clock now, but if we come along here much later, it'd be I'd probably very uncomfortable, and perhaps a very uneasy place to walk along. But there's nothing at all with regards to entertainment along this particular part here of Princess Parade. There are one or two people who are walking through here. I'm not sure where they'd be walking to. It looks a bit more brightly lit as we head into Duchess Parade. Now we've got the outdoor market here practically every day of the week, and if you can see here, we got, I don't know if the street cleaners come along here in the next day on a Sunday, but look at the state of this. And I was talking about the Queen Square sort of a while back. I never remember it closing. I don't think it ever closed back in the 70s, because you could walk through there to get to the Farrier's pub, but it closes now. We've got somebody up the corner there sleeping in a box next to the entrance of King Square. Look at all the rubbish here. Quite a mess, isn't it? It's quite a desolate area, is the top half of this high street, the Princess Parade area. And here's all the static market stands here. I've already encountered one or two unsavoury characters. I've been walking up here. I don't know if they was begging or what, but one or two eateries we've got here. We got McDonald's. Yeah, we got McDonald's here. We got another chicken shop next door, Dixie. Just here on the corner ahead of me, we've got the Sandwell pub. Now it looks pretty boisterous tonight. There's quite a few people outside and inside. Just up there, this is New Street. Now if we look at New Street, just up there on the left, we've got a couple of eateries there. Yeah, there's a couple of takeaways. They seem to be doing all right. Yeah, there's a New Square shopping centre just up there. And you got the Odeon Cinema, so there is somewhere to go on a Saturday night here in West Bromwich. I'll go and watch a film. This place is banging in here. It's absolutely rammed in here. And we got door staff as well. No seating in there. It's all standing room only. Yeah, you got St Michael's Church here on the corner of St Michael's Street. Another chicken shop here, PFC. Almost like KFC, isn't it? We got halal takeaway. Just here now, we've got Peppers. That's Burgers. There's a food centre over there. It's brightly lit up along this part. Another kebab house just a little bit further on. Takeaways are quite predominant along this particular patch of the high street. And we just see another one there. Another chicken shack or something just there with the red seating. And if you look above there, in that very old part of West Bromwich, all these houses here, there's still parts of old high street from the late 1890s. And somebody's living in that one. See the lights lit up there with a bit of a rag curtain hanging up. It's very dismal up there. I'll tell you what, the betting shop's open late, don't they? William Hill. There's at least a dozen people in there. Yeah, we've got a pizza parlour as well, just on the corner of Victoria Street. That's doing all right as well. Just show you the Askell Park, where Tesco's is, just up there on the right. We've got off licence. And what we got here then for nightlife, we got another chicken shack, bar and Caribbean there. What's this one? This one's Doner Kebab. This is one of these German donners. Quite a few people hanging around here. There's a bar and Caribbean restaurant just there. Looks really popular. Yeah, on a Saturday night. Down there the gym was open. There's another gym over there, Anchor Gym. I didn't know that was a gym. But that one's looks like it's upstairs, above Samuel and Co. You can see all the bikes, exercise equipment up on the top floor. Can't see anybody on them. It used to be the Anchor pub here. I remember it when it was the Anchor, but it's a bit of a gentleman's club these days. What's one of them? A gentleman's club? It's probably one of the oldest buildings down the high street. That one. The Anchor was built around 1818. Bit of an eyesore over there, just on the corner of Lombard Street. There was a gas showroom from many years ago, and it was destroyed in the war and rebuilt. And they removed it brick by brick and installed it down the Black Country Museum. On the lower part of the high street, and the town hall has recently gone and has had some major renovation. And I've not seen this before, but if you look at the town hall tonight, it's got some lighting now. It's got some LED lighting just there by the side of the arch, the window arch. Very nice. I've not seen that before. Unless that was something that used to be there, wasn't working. It would be nice if it was all the way around, but it just looks like it's just the front bit that's got a couple of strips of LED lighting. Bit quieter now as along here. There's no takeaways. There's largely colleges, government buildings such as the Job Centre just here, where Christchurch used to stand. And here to my right is the Highfields, the registering building for births, deaths and marriages. And there's it's to do with college students just there, the Shireland Biomedical. It's quite dark here, this part of the high street. We look over there, Highfields has got some lighting in the distance, but the gardens are in darkness. I tell you what, there was no shortage of entertainment way back in the day if you like pubs and restaurants, but just down here at Sandwell Road, but just down Sandwell Road, right down there, there'd be a Labour club. Right down the bottom there'd be a pub called the Old Crown, and beyond that, with Hargate Street, there'd be other pubs down there. There'd be another Crown, I think, a bit further on. That was the Old Crown. That was famous for chicken tikka and chips. And Hargate Lane had 2 or 3 pubs, but they're all gone, all been demolished, all been bulldozed now. And that one was always a bit of a very lively pub as well on the corner here on a Saturday night. It was the New Hot Pole. Yeah, you go in there, you could play darts, pool, in one of the back rooms in that pub. It was all right. That was. I went in there a few times myself. Now we're still going along the high street, and all along here now, of course, all the shops are all shuttered. Who remembers a couple of gift shops down here? I don't know what that was called. Is it called Smith's or? Yes, might have been Smith's Gifts. I can't quite remember. But now we've got clothes shops, digital electronics, a couple of chemists, and is a pizza takeaway just here. Let's see how busy this one is in this part of the high street. It wasn't too bad. There's about 4 or 5 just walked out of there. Now what do we have just here? on the corner of Temple Street. This is called the Clock House, but this is a cocktail bar and grill, and well, there's 4 or 5 in there, maybe half a dozen. I'll tell you what, this Chinese takeaway's been here for a while, hasn't it? You remember Jade Garden? Established 1978. Yeah, Lidl's still open. Still got, I think it's 10 o'clock that shop shuts. Remember supermarkets used to shut at 6. In fact, supermarkets back in the, well, way back 70s, they'd all shut at about 5:30. Except on a Thursday when they used to stay up until 8 o'clock. I think most people used to get paid at 8 on a Thursday, so that was the night the supermarkets all stayed open till 8. And of course on a Sunday they wouldn't be open, would they? There's Shaftesbury Street down there. Looks very dark down there, doesn't it? That leads you onto the Tantony estate. Now this is the Shaftesbury Casino. It's just been done up. It's just been cleaned and tidied up on the outside. New logos. It's like a copper-coloured Shaftesbury Casino against a black background. Some blue lighting along the edge of the windows. Looks very plush. Not sure how popular it is, but it's been around for some time, so it must be doing all right. It used to be the Ford showroom. They used to have a second-hand car lot next to that on where the little supermarket used to be. Let's have a look now. Things are livening up a bit here. We got the wheat sheaf. Banging music going on in there. Some drums going on. Sounds like it's a live band, actually. There's another Chinese takeaway. Hong Kong Chinese takeaway. And here is a Bangladeshi restaurant. How many we got in there? 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, it's doing all right in there. Let's have a look at there, the old hot pole. Been going a few years now. It's supposed to be haunted, you know that. Looks a little bit more sedate in there. Wheat Chief was banging, but that one's a bit more quieter. We've got Super Polo here, but I think that's off licence. So what's Carter's Green got to offer us now in the way of Saturday night entertainment? Let's have a look. We're now on Carter's Green. This is what many people will class as the Polish Quarter now in Carter's Green. Because we've got a Polish shop just over there, Schlep Europa. And here's another betting shop. There's 2 or 3 people in there. There's another one that opens. They all open late now, don't they? There's an Indian cuisine here, but this is not doing too good, is it? There's 3 people, 4, 5 people in there. Not sure if that one's open. This is the fish bar in Carter's Green. It's all brightly lit. And this one here looks like it's a sweet centre. Just here. There's half a dozen people in there. A lot of shuttered shops now here in Carter's Green. People raving on about this artisan craft bakery. It's a Polish bakery. It's got loads of this crusty bread on the window. A Sovia. And the least said the better about these 2. Cuts and fades and Turkish. Let's have a look over the other side then. What we got to offer over there, we got Oscar Wines, and we got next to it another Polish store. Not even going to try and pronounce that. Tutaj, something like that. and there's African Caribbean food shop there, chemist next to that. But we haven't got any sort of entertainment as such. We got plenty takeaways down there, but just here where it's got the supermarket, you would have had the Tower Cinema, which would have been a wonderful place to go on a Saturday night. In fact, many people used to come from quite some way to come to that particular cinema, because that many people say it was like coming to somewhere posh. The Tower, wonderful building was the Tower, and they knocked it down, and in its place they put a drive-through chemist, of all things. Yeah, and the drive-through chemist only lasted 5 minutes before the building became a charity shop. Disgraceful, really, isn't it? The Tower Cinema could have been turned into a theatre. We got the clock just here, the Farley clock, as we come into the end of our jaunt along the High Street into Carter's Green. Well, what do you think? I wouldn't class it as entertainment, what I've just seen coming down the High Street. There's more to do with just takeaways. There's one or two restaurants, more so at the top end of the High Street. Coming down the middle part of the High Street, it's all just government buildings, it's quite dead. But I've got to tell you this, that New Square hasn't got any restaurants or as such, so New Square isn't really the place to go now for Saturday night entertainment, unless you want to go and see a film, because the cinema is still in use at the moment. But we used to have the King's, that was turned into a nightclub called Nickleby's, and was it Sparkles as well, something like that. But that was the place to go here on a Saturday night. But the only place that comes close to that, just walking along the top half of the High Street, was the Sandwell. He was banging in there. There's loads of people standing inside and outside the building, so it's all right there. But I don't know where people go. They'd either go into the city, I think, or maybe Wolverhampton, because there really isn't much nightlife here in West Bromwich. They used to have the Adelphi, didn't we? Up New Street at one time. That was quite a famous, popular spot to watch some of the most famous groups in its day were over that place. But sadly, sign of the times, eh? The High Street is now hasn't really got anything we can speak about in regards to entertainment for folk on a Saturday night. But that's the way things are. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one.